Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer begins by recounting their experience with this color laser printer, purchased to meet the high-quality printing demands of their business. Our reviewer had previously used a different printer which, after only 6 months, began exhibiting performance problems, a stark contrast to their expectations. Despite considering other brands in the past, this client's loyalty to a particular manufacturer led them back to their preferred choice, acknowledging a previous compromise on quality due to budget constraints when their business was just starting. The arrival of this printer was smooth, with no damage reported and the packaging deemed satisfactory. Although larger than some models, this client easily found a suitable location for the device. The lack of wireless functionality was noted, but this was anticipated and presented no significant obstacle given their intended use and proximity to the workstation. Setup was straightforward, and printing commenced within minutes, a welcome departure from the previous printer's struggles. A significant positive noted was the front-loading toner cartridges, a feature appreciated by this client due to their prior experience with printers. Initial printing tests using detailed images for their business's flare buttons showcased remarkable print quality. This client explicitly praised the vibrant colors and crisp detail, a considerable upgrade from their previous experiences with faded and less vivid outputs. The initially positive experience prompted this client to confidently anticipate continued success. However, a year later, a significant shift occurred. This client's review updated to report a catastrophic failure of the device. The printer is no longer functional, experiencing recurring errors and producing prints marred by significant imperfections. The disappointment is palpable, as this client states a complete loss of functionality following a period of satisfactory performance. Furthermore, they lamented the lack of assistance received from the manufacturer's customer support, highlighting a frustrating experience when seeking a resolution. The abrupt end to the printer's lifespan, despite early positive impressions, overshadows the initial praise for print quality and ease of use, leaving this client seeking a replacement.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer began their assessment with immediate enthusiasm, declaring themselves impressed by the device. Our reviewer noted the significant weight of this item, a considerable 40+ pounds, emphasizing that it's not a lightweight option. This client purchased this printer as a replacement for an older model of a similar type, finding that while taller, it occupied roughly the same footprint. The installation process was seamless, thanks to a wired network connection via Ethernet. Our reviewer simply transferred the Ethernet cable from their previous printer, assigned the same IP address, and was operational within minutes. The ease of wireless printing via AirPrint from an iPhone was also highlighted as a significant positive. One of the most striking aspects, according to this client, was the exceptional printing speed. The test page printed almost instantaneously, a fact that impressed our reviewer even further when considering the inclusion of a photographic element on the test page. A subsequent photo print, while not museum quality, exceeded expectations for everyday use, particularly presentations. This client noted that the quality could likely be enhanced further by utilizing photo paper rather than standard paper. The printer's versatility was also praised, accommodating a wide variety of media, including plain paper, photo paper, cardstock, postcards, and envelopes. The substantial 250-sheet paper tray, half a ream, along with a manual feed slot for specialty sizes, ensures efficient workflow. Automatic duplexing, a feature often reserved for more expensive models, was another highlight, eliminating the manual process of flipping pages for double-sided printing. Overall, based on this initial experience, our reviewer wholeheartedly recommends this printer. The client intends to provide a follow-up review once toner replacement becomes necessary to provide a complete assessment of running costs. However, this client's initial impression suggests an exceptional value proposition.
Awesome! Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer began their experience with this color laser printer by attempting to install the accompanying software. Our reviewer found the on-screen instructions adequate, but the installation process itself was excessively long. To their frustration, the installation failed at the very end, just shy of completion, prompting a second attempt. This second attempt proved equally unsuccessful, leaving this client feeling increasingly exasperated. The search for readily available technical support proved fruitless. A lack of a readily accessible phone number and an unhelpful online support section further compounded their difficulties. While repeatedly attempting to resolve the software installation issue, our reviewer noticed a seemingly minor detail within the setup instructions. The printer itself needed to explicitly display "Ready" on its control panel. After noticing the printer's language setting was English, our reviewer pressed the OK button to ensure the printer was in a ready state. This small detail, seemingly insignificant at first, had actually caused the failed installation, which was baffling to this reviewer who assumed the printer's ready state should be recognized automatically. However, despite this discovery, the installation failed once again after another protracted wait. This client was on the verge of returning this device when a renewed search of the manufacturer's website finally yielded a solution. Buried within a troubleshooting section, our reviewer found a reference suggesting that Windows 10 users should utilize the Windows driver update function. Following these instructions, this client accessed the Windows control panel, located the printer, and initiated a driver update. After selecting this specific printer from the available list, the driver successfully installed. With the printer clearly displaying "Ready" on its screen, our reviewer sent a test document. The subsequent print job was completed quickly and produced a satisfactory result, confirming the printer's functionality. This experience highlights a significant shortcoming. Crucial information, such as the necessity of using the Windows driver update for optimal compatibility with Windows 10, was not clearly communicated within the included documentation. This client believes that such information should be prominently featured in the instructions. The fact that this relatively recent operating system required this additional step underscores the need for improved clarity and accessibility of information within the manufacturer's official support materials. While the printer itself functions well once properly set up, the initial installation process was needlessly complicated and frustrating due to insufficient guidance. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.